Hello everyone, I'm Ji-hee Lee from Hanyang Administrative Affairs Office, a licensed administrative agent, known in Korea as a 행정사. We specialize in helping foreigners obtain visas, make investments, and establish businesses in Korea. Our office is officially registered with the Korean Immigration Office and is authorized to represent clients in immigration and administrative procedures on their behalf. This is the fourth video in our F2 Residence Visa Complete Guide series. Today we're looking at the Revitalizing Depopulating Areas track, F-2-R, also known as the Region-Specific Skilled Professionals Visa. The tracks covered in the previous videos all required high academic credentials, high income, or significant capital. F-2-R is different. It's a special exemption system that lets you obtain a residence visa with comparatively lower entry requirements in exchange for actually settling down and living in a designated population declining region. This visa was introduced specifically to address the growing national crisis of regional population collapse. So if you're planning a stable life in a non-metropolitan area rather than Seoul or another major city, this video deserves your full attention. Category 4. Revitalizing Depopulating Areas track. The core purpose of this track is to redirect foreign workers who have concentrated in the Seoul metropolitan area and other major cities toward population declining regions, and to create a sustainable cycle where foreign nationals and their families actually settle in those areas and contribute to the local economy. The target is someone rooted in the community, a person who has the skills suited to that region's key industries, the Korean language ability to match, and the commitment to put down roots with their family for the long term. F-2-R, Region-Specific Skilled Professionals. Basic requirements. There are 3 basic requirements. First, you need a letter of recommendation from the head of the metropolitan local government with jurisdiction over the depopulating region in question. Second, you must either hold an associate's degree or higher obtained in Korea, or your annual income as of the application date must be at or above the living wage publicly announced by the relevant metropolitan local government. Third, you must have completed Social Integration Program Stage 4 or higher, or hold TOPIK Level 4 or above. The specific industries and regions eligible for this status are designated and publicly notified by the Minister of Justice, with the goal of addressing workforce supply and regional revitalization in depopulating areas, as defined under the Special Act on Balanced National Development. Since the designated regions and industries can be updated or changed through ministerial notifications at any time, you must check the latest official notification from the Ministry of Justice's Immigration and Foreigners Policy Headquarters before applying, to confirm that the region and industry where you intend to work are currently designated. Residency and employment obligations. The heart of this status is a strong obligation to both reside and work in the region. You must remain in the designated depopulating area for at least 5 years while maintaining employment or running a business there. There are also staged conditions to follow. For the first 2 years from the date of permission, you have a mandatory actual residency obligation within the basic local government area of your designated region. After 2 years, you are permitted to move to and work or operate a business in a different depopulating area within the same metropolitan local government jurisdiction. If you leave the designated region or violate the residency and employment conditions, your stay extension will be immediately restricted, or your status may be revoked and you may be ordered to leave the country. Make sure you understand this clearly before applying. Family accompaniment benefits. Family accompaniment is the biggest advantage of this status. If your family consists of 4 or fewer members, you can invite them as long as you yourself meet the living wage requirement. No additional criteria apply to the family members. Your accompanying spouse can obtain permission to engage in activities outside their status of stay, and then freely work in any field, including unskilled labor, except for restricted categories like gambling establishments and entertainment venues. This benefit is not available under the standard F3 accompanying spouse or child status. However, employment must remain within the designated region. Obligations for family members. Family members also have obligations. Your spouse must complete Social Integration Program Stage 2 within 2 years of your status change. If this is not completed, the extension will be limited to 6 months. School-age minor children must be enrolled in or currently attending a Korean elementary, middle, or high school. If your children are not in school, your own visa could be revoked. Please take this very seriously. The legal basis for this status is the Enforcement Decree of the Immigration Act. It is granted to individuals who meet the criteria, including designated industries, regions, and residency and employment conditions, publicly notified by the Minister of Justice for the purpose of supporting workforce supply and regional revitalization in depopulating areas under the Special Act on Balanced National Development. That wraps up the fourth category, the Revitalizing Depopulating Areas track, F-2-R. To recap, F-2-R trades some of your freedom of residence in exchange for a residence visa at comparatively low entry requirements, along with the right for your family to work. You can qualify with just an associate's degree or a regional living wage level income, and your spouse's right to work, including unskilled labor, is legally guaranteed. That said, you cannot leave the depopulating area for at least 5 years, and your children's enrollment in public school is mandatory. The designated regions and industries change with ministerial notifications, so always check the latest announcement before applying. The next video is the final installment of this series. We'll be looking at the fifth and last category, the Family Reunification and Humanitarian Protection track, covering F-2-2, F-2-3, F-2-4, and F-2-16. Immigration laws and ministerial notifications in Korea are subject to change at any time, and the visa process is complex and strict. Having your application handled by an experienced, licensed administrative agent is the most efficient way to save both time and money. So before you apply, make sure to verify the latest requirements with a qualified professional. Please subscribe and like this channel, and get the latest free visa guides from licensed administrative agents registered as Immigration Civil Affairs representatives delivered to you quickly. Thank you.